Evil teacher fails me for a sound clip she found repulsive, so I put it everywhere. Back in my junior year of high school, around 2002, I was taking a general computer class. It covered basic typing, Photoshop, and a little music editing with a program called Music Studio. I'd taken the typing portion with the regular teacher the semester before and had really enjoyed it, but by the time I returned for the second half of the course, she had gone on maternity leave. Her replacement was a long-term substitute, and she made the entire class miserable from the start. What had once been a fun, low-stress elective quickly turned into a nightmare. This substitute expected perfection from everyone, even though we were all learning as we went. The average grade in the class was barely above a C, and no one seemed to be enjoying themselves anymore. She clearly had favorites, and I wasn't one of them. My first major clash with her came during our Photoshop project. I'd spent almost a month hand-drawing and coloring a mech robot inspired by Gundam, complete with a glowing energy sword. I scanned it, cleaned it up in Photoshop, and added shading and effects to give it a finished look. It was by far the most effort I'd ever put into a school project, but because she didn't like the subject matter, she gave me a D+. No explanation beyond that, just an arbitrary low grade based on her own preferences. Then we moved on to Music Studio. Our assignment was to create something funny or weird. While browsing the sample sounds, I found one labeled Final Crash, a synth-heavy crescendo that ended in an upbeat chord. I layered it with a reversed loop and repeated it into a strange, glitchy pattern that lasted about 15 seconds. My classmates thought it was hilarious. She did not. The moment she heard it, she looked physically sick. She covered her ears and looked like she was going to vomit. Apparently, the sound triggered something in her because she gave me a 0 and warned me never to play it again, even threatening detention. I was already close to failing thanks to her subjective grading, and that moment sealed it. But instead of giving in, I decided to go out with some style. A friend of mine worked in the school's IT department, and I passed him the sound clip. During the teacher's lunch break, he performed a routine update on her computer. When class resumed, I watched as my plan unfolded perfectly. He had replaced every notification sound on her system with a short clip from my audio file. Anytime she got an email, an IM, or a system alert, that noise echoed through the room. And since substitutes weren't given admin passwords, she couldn't change the settings. She was stuck with it. She tried to mute it, unplug it, and even sent me to the office for harassment. But the principal found the situation more funny than concerning. He sent me back to class with a smirk. After that, she stopped using her computer entirely and switched to her phone for everything. Meanwhile, classmates started playing the clip from their own devices to keep the chaos going. Someone even managed to sneak it into the school's morning announcements one day. When the original teacher returned in my senior year, she reviewed the assignments from the semester I'd spent under the substitute. After seeing my work, including the mech art and the sound clip, she changed my final grade from a D to an A+. She even apologized for the unfair treatment. As for the sub, word quietly spread that she'd been blacklisted from the district. She was never invited back.